Crew, FTC, flight team stand up. Hey man, this is why you should never touch a man who's shooting free throws, especially if you're in the NBA. By Jimmy High Roller, let's check it out.
Timeout left. A lot of pressure on Arenas now to make the foul shot.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas, back in the day. What you know about Agent Zero? 06 Wizards, playing the Cavs. LeBron.
This is the free throw with 15.1 remaining. Washington, by the way, still has a foul to give. And Cleveland still with a time.
I never understand players that make. Oh, that's when LeBron went and touched.
He's going to be hit ahead by one. If he makes it by two. Mike Brown getting ready to diagram.
7 deadly words.
You know, there's just something about free throws and a routine. Every hooper has one. You do the same routine enough and eventually shooting a free throw becomes literally muscle memory. Now, of course, there are plenty of other sports where routines and rituals are
my lights was about to go out. It was just blinking.
Success. But with free throws, it just has to be the same exact way every single time or else it just feels wrong. On May 5th, 2006, what LeBron James did to Gilbert Arenas is a perfect example of what can happen when you interrupt this routine. Back in 2006, the NBA was a different place. 12 years ago, there was no Greek freak, no beard, no brow. Kobe was having 50-point games more often than he changed his socks, and Gilbert Arenas was one of the league's best players. But one thing that hasn't changed since 2006 is this guy. Other than his age and the hair on his head, not much has changed about
yeah, that hair is it.
Going into the 2006 playoffs, LeBron was coming off a regular season where he averaged 31, 7, and 7, and finished second in MVP voting as a 21-year-old.
Why doesn't LeBron wear those long leg sleeves like that, bro? He needs to do that again. He actually doesn't look bad with them.
Second,
and these were like one of his top 5 best shoes he's ever released too. The navy blues. I forgot. I think there were 4s or 5s.
In MVP contention was Kobe Bryant, and he was 27. The Cavs had amassed the most wins in a season since 1993, and this was LeBron's first playoff appearance. This was their year, and it seemed like nothing was going to stop that. But if there was someone to knock off the Cavs, it was this guy and a deadly Wizards team. Arenas was coming off a regular season where
it was only Agent Zero. Wizards had nobody else but Agent Zero. The rest of those people on the team are nobodies.
The Wizards felt like this was their season as well. 2 teams, 2 stars, and only 1 spot.
So when the Wizards were actually good,
this was gonna be good.
John Wall can never know. That's sad though. John Wall's nowhere near Gilbert Arenas. You know what I'm saying? But Wall can't even get far in the playoffs, man. Like this Wizards team back then, with just 8-0. This was an untalented ass Wizards team. Like the Wizards team now, they got Beal who's averaging like 30 points a game. They got Wall. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of other role players, man. It's just like. This talent in this generation is just fading away, bro. That's why I always roast a lot of players, man.
And things weren't looking so great for the Wizards. In Game 1, the Cavs were up 17 going into the 4th, and subsequently won the game by 11. Game 2, on the other hand, was a sign that the series was going to be a good one, with the Wizards coming back from a deficit in the 4th quarter to win the game. Although the Wizards continued to put up a fight, it seemed like everything was going LeBron's way. 2 of the next 3 games saw the Wizards lose by 1 point each. 2 playoff games lost by a single point, which brings us to Game 6. At this point, it was the King James and Agent Zero show. Arenas was averaging 34 points a game and just came off a 44-point explosion in Game 5. LeBron was averaging 36 points a game in the series and just came off an even bigger 45 points the previous night. This was about as back and forth as it gets, but just like every great rivalry, there had to be a breaking point.
You seen what LeBron was about to do there. You just let him lay it up.
The game was close. Arenas hits a shot, James comes down and hits one right back. Wizards go up by a few, Cavs come right back. In fact, neither team led by more than 6 points the entire game. The Wizards are down by 3 late in the 4th quarter, and who better to call than Agent Zero? With just 2.3 seconds left on the clock, Arenas hits a 28-foot bomb to tie the game.
And get the ball back. Looking to inbound, Arenas puts up the 3. Gilbert Arenas ties the game. And a timeout call right about this long three-pointer from Arenas.
Wow. You could tell Gilbert Arenas was watching Curry, too, back in the day. That time Curry was in Davidson.
We're going to overtime. Now, Arenas has been known to be clutch. In fact, during a 3-year stretch in his prime, Arenas was statistically one of the most clutch players in the league. But during overtime, this one overtime in particular, Agent Zero was nowhere to be found. Misses a jump shot, misses another jump shot, misses a 3, gets to the line, and makes just one of 2 free throws.
He choked.
All in just a matter of a few minutes. If you were on the Cavs, late game, this is the guy you want to foul. And that's exactly what they did. Luckily,
Thing about Arenas is not a winner. He's just a person that, is just going to score 40, 50 points. And when I go to the NBA by 2022, 2025 latest, I honestly want to be remembered, in a way like Gilbert Arenas too, but I'm going to be much more better in leadership role type stuff if it makes sense when it comes to winning. But I'd rather score 30, 40 points and be remembered, that way than, you win and you score 10, 15.
We're up by 1
but,
point.
Arenas, he just was not a winner at all.
At the line. What could possibly go wrong?
Timeout left. A lot of pressure on Arenas.
Imagine missing free throws, bro. It was Jonas Sogelskis. Trash, bro.
Oh, well, that's not good. But
trash,
matters
bro.
Worse,
how you missing a free? You letting your whole team down, bro.
While at the
Casual.
line, clearly nervous as hell, knowing their season could very well come down to this free throw, LeBron approaches Arenas and says 7 harmless words. If you miss this, you're going home. Does this look like the face of a confident man? And just like that, he missed his second.
He missed it!
Somehow, this is legal. And it completely changed.
Oh, Arenas is a flop, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. That's why he's not gonna be in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Damon Jones went on to.
You don't let players get in your head like that. Wow.
1 point for the 3rd time.
I never knew that really went down like that. Because around this time,
this is completely.
I was a 06, 05. I was like 5th or 6th grade. 6th grade-ish.
Playoff game. Now, if
6th grade
Arenas had the
reacts.
ball in his possession when
Middle school
LeBron did
reacts.
this, it would have been a violation. But since the ref had the ball, this is a perfectly legal move. And at the cost of the Wizards franchise, this interaction sent their organization in a downward spiral.
Facts.
Following this playoff series, the Wizards only made the playoffs 2 of the next 7 seasons, met the Cavs in the first round each time, and never made it to the second round.
They got knocked
in fact,
out.
The Wizards only had 2 playoff wins in their next 7 seasons. You would think after such a pivotal moment in the NBA playoffs, a rule would be implemented to prevent this very thing. But
Arenas, man.
A pair of free throws missed, a playoff series lost.
How do you miss 2
and
free throws in a row,
seven-season
Arenas?
drought,
That's
all
some
thanks to
flop
a pat
ass
on
shit,
the shoulder and a harmless sentence. As the old saying goes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will make me choke this free throw. Or something like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always,
Off the dome, though,
until next
Jimmy
time.
High Roller, okay? Wow. It's crazy, man. You just had to make those free throws. Imagine if the Wizards would have had a ring. That would have been crazy, crazy. Hey, man, but check me out, man. As usual, man, coming out below that shred 2 next on the road. That's 2 milli milli.